Good morning, Donald here. I see a lot of people saying they're going to get a storage building and put it on some land and live off the grid because storage buildings are cheap and they're buildings, right? Well, here's the problem with this. I'm also a home inspector as well as a certified mold tester and remediator. Problem we have is like here. Your ends, where do they go? They go no place. They're just stuck up here. The biggest thing though is these walls, or one of the biggest things. On a home, this would be your substrate. Then on the outside you'd have sheathing, house wrap or black tar paper to shed any water. Well, this is the siding stuck to your studs. Water gets in there, it's in your house. And yes, water will get inside. That's why we put building wrap, or in the old days we put tar paper on the outside to help prevent that. Some places in the south, they'll use a insulated foam board, then they'll put the siding over that. That's good too, because that foam board has a water resistant face on it. But here's another thing, single top plates. Normal home will have two, and we'll tie the walls in together. These aren't tied in together. There you go. Now this header is a little bit better than most over a door. Most of the headers I see are like this right here. These are just 2x4s laid flat. 2x4s laid flat. No jack stud under them. Jack stud would be here to help carry weight off the top plates. The single header laid flat, these are bow, they'll deflect. And if you can see right through here, can we see that? I don't know if we can or not. There's a little daylight around this window. These windows haven't been flashed, so they will leak. And typically to make a header, you'll take your 2x6 or 2x12, preferably 2x12, but I can live with 2x6, turned up on edge. This is not designed to carry weight. This is just designed to stick a window on and a storage shed. Your weight will deflect this. Now, your header's turned on edge with a piece of OSB or plywood in between. Is designed to carry the weight of your roof. Speaking of roof, we've got gusset plates made out of siding, and those aren't no good. So this is why storage buildings make poor homes. Another thing is over here where we see this right there, that butt joint. If this was a home, it'd have another board going tying in this corner, coming across this one, tying these two together, but you don't have that on this one. Just and they laid two 2x4s flat for a header there. Again, we don't do that when we're building a home. No threshold. There's just, this is a small storage building, and it works well to show the example of why it's not a good idea to try to turn one of these into a home. Seems like there was something else, but pretty much. So if you're thinking about turning your storage building into a tiny home, poor choice, especially if you live up north. 2x4 rafters, should be 2x6. There again, weak roof. See these panel edges? They should have clips to hold them, what we call H-clips. They don't have that. There's no vent at the top, only vents we have at the end. And most of y'all in these bigger storage are going to put a loft here. So we're adding weight. We're pushing the walls out, and we don't have really nothing going across here to holding the walls together. So anyway, that's why storage buildings make horrible choices for off-grid tiny homes or whatever. So anyway, think about stuff like this before you run out and buy you a storage building thinking you're going to live off the grid and everything else. You're better off to make your own and build it like a home, because these are built and designed as storage buildings, not homes. So that's why these things leak. They don't last very long, and they're just, again, they're poor choices right here. Again, our corners are not tied in. This is a weak structure. Do you want to be in a tornado or a high wind in this? You'll end up with Dorothy and Linda. Oh, so again, I think I covered this a while ago. No jack studs. This contraption here is not designed to carry weight. So, hey, build it at your own risk. But I'm here telling you the problems and that are with this one. And I've seen several makers, and they're all pretty much the same. Your little vent up there, it's not flashed, it's not sealed, it will leak. So anyway, good luck to you. Take this if you want to turn a storage building into a tiny home. Hey, I hate this light and this thing. So don't forget to like and subscribe right there. Love y'all. Check back later, see what else I've got. So anyway, Donald out.